whatever they raised yesterday is just a copy-paste of what was raised by the ousted majority leader of Nairobi County Assembly.
You know,
whenever my instinct, my gut instinct is that they're telling the truth. There is an element of intimidation.
Whenever people come together to say or speak about something in this particular country, and they seem to be united, there's one united front. What they are talking about is not the issue. The issue that brings about division among politicians is usually a division of spoils. There was money involved, someone was expecting some money, someone didn't get it or didn't think they got it enough. It has nothing to do with the development, it has nothing to do with the roads.
And of course you're speculating.
Nothing.
Of course here you're speculating and suggesting that maybe there was some...
So the MPs were raising several issues. Among them, they're saying that the way the county government is running, especially the executive, its issues are in disarray. Well, there's no clear correlation between the executive, the assembly. There are issues there. They're calling for an audit on a number of issues that a number of projects that you've initiated.
I think that is a total lie. Yeah? I like to differ with them. Whatever they've been, whatever they raised yesterday is just a copy-paste of what was raised by the ousted majority leader of Nairobi County Assembly. In fact, I was shocked because just a couple of days ago, Senator Sakaja was in Senate supporting me on the repossession of the ECD Center playground of South Sea, which had been grabbed by a land grabber from Northeastern with the help of Mohammed Abdi, Director Investigation EACC. I was shocked. All of a sudden Sakaja changed. And akasema whatever I'm doing that divert attention, which is very wrong. I expect this war against cartels and land grabbers. I expect Senator and all those 7 MPs who were present in that press conference to be of help, because mimi ningekuwa na focus on service delivery. Them, they are supposed to do their oversight work. So this is what I call cartels, regrouping and fighting back.
Sakaja is part of the cartel?
Part of the cartel, because all these things they were raising, it is a repeat of a copy-paste of what has been raised by the Auditor General. And I've responded to all these raised issues. The other day I was in the devolution committee over his own statement over the deputy governor's position. And the law is very clear, there is no legal framework ya kuweka the deputy governor, because I appointed Muguna, the name was rejected, but the law is silent. And remember there's an ongoing legislation pending before the mediation committee between the Senate and the National Assembly. I've been telling my friends, my good friends, let me call them my good friends, to expedite this particular legislation so that they take it to the president for accent. Then I believe in the rule of law.
Governor, there's something that they raised as well yesterday. They said, if they compare themselves to the other MPs in other counties, you haven't had any session where you sit with them to discuss issues of importance to the county.
We always sit with them. They should not. The other day I was with Korir. We went even to Langata to repossess a road that was being grabbed by a former commissioner of lands. We demolished the wall together. The other day again I was with him repossessing a water reservoir with the capacity of kuweka maji 24 million liters. Why this one, a mall, a playground for the people of South Sea? Wote wanajifanya wanageuka, while even in the investigations which are there, Alado himself, the ODM chairman in Nairobi, is the one who sold this public land to a county, leased this land to a county staff, who later sold the land to this grabber called Abdullahi Ibrahim.
Your Excellency.
I'm diverting attention, but you see, if you look at my facts, I am contesting why EACC will liaise with a grabber to enter into consent, allowing a grabber to do a mall on a public land.
You've taken this matter to court, so we'll allow you, of course, to go through that whole court process on this whole matter.
Your Excellency, but why all this chaos? Political, economic, all these accusations?
There's no chaos. This is what is being portrayed by cartels.
Your Speaker of the House has been ousted. You don't have a deputy governor, so politically the House is in Nairobi County is in disarray, and then you're getting all these accusations economically. Is this a witch hunt on you?
I believe so, because I've just told you, and I'm repeating myself. Let them finish the legislation, which is there.
What about these allegations that they bring that the residents or the citizenry of Nairobi are up in arms because they're not getting the services that they feel that they require, and then this is now a show of bad leadership? What would you say about that?
Let your sentence be short. Short questions are good.
They are talking about the fact that the citizens of Nairobi are not happy.
Yes.
The citizens of Nairobi are not happy. What would you have to say about that?
Who has gone to the ground and do a survey of which citizens are not happy? While yesterday there was an award which I won to be the best governor of the year in Kenya. People were voting from various areas in Nairobi, various wards. People were voting.
Who organized that event?
I garnered over 500,000 votes.
Who organized that activity? Who was it sponsored by? Who was that activity sponsored and financed by?
It was Mashuja. I don't know who financed it, but something Mashuja Awards. Bagmorino won a title and then an award. Esther Paparis won an award because of the good work they're doing.
Okay. Are you working out of Machakos or Nairobi at the moment?
Kenya.
Sorry?
I'm working from Kenya.
You're working from Kenya. Why is it you can't work out of your Nairobi offices?
Okay. Let us answer. Let me take a question by question. Don't be part of those people. Paul, Your Excellency. You raised about revenue issues. It was raised by my friend yesterday. And first, they were misleading the public, because we have the report by the Controller of Budget on the annual implementation review report 2018-2019, which was released in September 2019. And I beg to differ with my friend, because our revenue has increased by over 150 million. That is the report of the Controller of Budget. You can Google that. Google that, the Controller of Budget Financial Year Report 2018-2019. It was released at the end of August. Just Google there, you'll get it. And I think I have a copy with me here in my other phone. The county government of Nairobi generated a total of 10.25 billion from on-source revenue in the year 2018-2019. This amount represented an increase of 139 million Kenyan shillings. Another important point, our development absorption was increased. It was raised by over 78%. Go to the ground and see the projects which you are doing. In the instance of time, I don't have to mention all this.
Right.
But again, also, I want to take you back. We inherited pending bills of 60 billion.
From the previous administration.
From the previous administration, yes. After forming the task force on the pending bills committee chaired by PLO Lumumba and Eric Mutua, we managed to scrutinize this bill. All the air ile imekuwa supplied kwa Nairobi kuiba, we managed to reduce from 60 billion to 23 billion. Look at the salaries. During my predecessor, my brother, yule nilimwangusha, the 14,000 staff of Nairobi City County used to demonstrate after every 4 months, 5 months without payment their salary. Now, every 27th, before 30th, we pay a total of 1.2 billion to our 14,000 staff.
Okay,
there is no physical cash handling in Nairobi. Hiyo nilimaliza. Sasa ilikuwa nimekuwa na magunia na mabag, hiyo makatasi Nairobi niliwaondolea.
Streamlined this.
Digitized.
But now, let me finish. By way of digitized, we don't touch physical cash. Money goes to the commercial banks.
Like even digitized, you can still transfer.
This is a very important sentence. Let me finish and I can give you time to talk, please. Money after that is being took to the CBK treasury account. We don't use it. And let me tell you, this is just cartel fighting back, because there is no revenue which is being stolen in Nairobi. The systems which have been put in place by the president, PTI, PPP, CBK, if you wire even 20,000 Kenyan shillings overseas, wanasema tunaiba pesa tunapeleka Dubai. If you wire 20,000 bob to overseas, Central Bank wataflag. Lazima wajue pesa ni nini. Hakuna government institution ita allow wewe usifon pesa ya umma na inaonyesha this is money for Nairobi City County government, uibe ama upeleka kwa bibi yako. They should come up with a case like the one for, I don't know whether I give an example of Kiambu or another corruption case whereby a governor anashikwa amejitransfer pesa kwa account yake
directly.
Sasa but if we have any surplus money, I mean in excess, but we give other agencies like Pura, we give them 800 million for doing roads. Hiyo mambo is just these people wale nimefungia pesa wa Mary Group sasa. And I'm seeing another heading by your sister company Standard that I'm the most dangerous person in Kenya, which is good. Because people can fear me because of fighting cartels. It is a plus to me.
You're dangerous to the cartel.
And powerful day by day.
But why are you afraid of working from Nairobi?
Sorry?
Why are you then afraid of working from Nairobi?
I think you are talking of something that happened around 6 months ago when my life was in danger, when my security was withdrawn.
All right.
I was in war for 2 months. That was been overtaken by events.
Oh, now you're back.
Are you back working in Nairobi? From Nairobi?
I'm working in Kenya, going around.
Okay.
There's a question here that they raised.
Maybe I'll go to Embu.
Okay.
There's a question that they've raised about.
Good deed. You see, I was given the award of good deed ambassador.
Yes.
By the global good deeds NGO. Organization in Israel. You're not talking of the good achievements. The other day, I was nominated by the United Nations General Assembly to go and represent Africa in the assembly in New York.
Your Excellency.
The award Nairobi County won in Milan.
Your Excellency.
Nairobi.
Okay, answer some questions, please, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I would just like to ask a simple question about the stadiums.
Just a minute, then ask about the stadium. 2 days ago, the EACC commissioners, not these investigators, these corrupt people, the commissioners in the analysis survey they released on the corruption report, Nairobi was ranked as the least corrupt county in Kenya. Remember, during my predecessor's time, we were in the top 3 positions of corrupt county. But we were not even in the top 20. Nowhere. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about this achievement. This is a plus to us. Kama tunakuwa least corrupt. This is a very good plus to us. Okay, now I can take your question.
Right. Excellency, I was asking, it's a very simple question. There were stadiums that were planned to be built around Nairobi.
Yes.
What is the state of affairs of these stadiums as we speak now?
Okay. This is a very good question. During the previous financial year, we set aside 1.2 billion to do 4 stadiums. Moja Dandora, Ziwani Stadium, Woodley Kibera Stadium, and Westlands Kiumbwini Stadium. This was phase 1. The tenders were advertised through free and fair tendering process. What was applied, there is a company that won. Whatever you are hearing, my friend, this is being done by the enemies of development. Because why the stadium is being scandalized, because some of these people scandalizing these stadiums, the stadium which I am doing, what during their time walishindwa kufanya hii mambo ya stadium, walishindwa kuset aside pesa ya stadium. Nairobi is now liquid. Forget about the pending ministers of money. We put money for development. And Dandora Stadium, ambayo it is 90% done. The problem that was there, actually, I am the one around May who need to stop this scandal. Because the contract for the stadium was supposed to be 255 million. Remember the other stadium, for instance, Bukungo Stadium, ilikuwa 500 million. There is a stadium in Nyeri, ilikuwa 600 million. But as we are doing a stadium for less than 255 million.
And it's 90% complete.
Yeah, the problem what was ile shida ambayo ilikuwa watu wengi Kiswahili ndio wananchi wasikie vizuri. Ile shida ambayo ilikuwa kwa hii stadium ya Dandora, kuna inflation wakora walikuwa wameweka ya 100 million. Because the total sum ya contract stadium was 255 million. And when we realized this, I summoned all the engineers plus the contractor plus the waheshimiwa of those particular areas where stadiums are being constructed. Tukakaa na kila bid document ya kila stadium vile contractor alishinda. Contractor alikuwa mtu ya Mungu, mtu ya msikiti, maskini, si mtu mpora, akakuja na bid document ya 255 million. Then my engineers are minding to wasamea because walisema tuwasamee ni era ya kutype, and I gave them tuliwapata na contract ya 355 million. And that, that meeting we recorded it. in camera. It was in a conference room and we recorded the meeting. Wakasema governor is a typing error to Sameh.
Your Excellency, I want to interject so we can ask more questions. The way you want shorter questions, we can do shorter answers so that we can get more questions in, especially alluding to these allegations.
Okay, no problem. So for the Dandora Stadium, there is nothing like corruption. These guys, at the end of the day, they will be shocked. Because what has been paid so far is 96 million. We know we have the vouchers from the governor. I understand how the payments are being effected. So we paid 96 million and not 196 million as they are alleging. Then we did an addendum. We followed the law, the process of procurement. This stadium, it was advertised to be done by concrete.
So, but Governor, we are going to the top of the hour, Governor. So I'll cut you short here so that we can just go to the top of the hour. But also, basically, what you're responding to here is you're telling the elected leaders who came out yesterday that no, you disagree with them, that the county government of Nairobi is running perfectly.
Yes, I don't agree with them because each MP, and I'm not talking about all the MPs because majority of the MPs are my friends. Right?
And they were not there.
We are working together.
Right.
We respect each other. This Nairobi MPs, I think wako na shida yao wao wenyewe, and we saw it is only 3 who came back from the previous election. Each MP will also account for 100 million budget he receives annually. Each year they receive 100 million. For 5 years, it means each MP is receiving
$500 million shillings. Yes.
Look at this comedian.
It's true.
There is no school.
It's true. So we're going to the top of the hour, Governor. We'd like to invite you here to come and so that we can actually have enough time, like a full hour.
I can take them head on. I'm the most dangerous.
Kabisa.
Fantastic.
Asante sana. Have a good day.
And I'll also come in one pick. You know, things for ground are different. 7% majority of the people in Nairobi, they don't have mingi.
They understand your language. Asante sana, Governor.
Ground help me do schools, do roads. Me, when I was an MP, I did a road. I was doing roads, I was doing roads. There's a road today, it's called Sonko Road in Makadara. I was doing my test with the city of funds.
Asante sana, Governor. It's now 9 o'clock. Governor, thank you very much for calling. We'll call you again, of course, to come into the studio. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning.
Yes,
you can draw parallels with your own home county of Kisumu.
No, I don't want to draw parallel because I want to address the Sonko specifically. You know, I used to look down upon this guy. And I used to think this guy was, the way they used to say, he's an educated, he did not have managed in Nairobi. But let me tell you one thing. The people who've gone to school in this country are the people who have let us down more than any other person. Look at the treasury. The people who were inducted the other day, the PS, the PS, those are professors, the doctors. Now, coming to Nairobi, you see, when Dr. Kidero was there in the previous administration, you people were seeing them. You people stay in Nairobi. You were seeing the mess that was in Nairobi. Corruption was all over. Now, we have the statistics. We have what the Auditor General has produced. We have the latest report from Controller of Budget that are showing all indications that Nairobi are headed in the right direction. Why are these people fighting Sonko?
So you believe that the governor is actually doing a good job and they should leave him alone, let him finish his term?
By all standard, by all means, you know, the problem with Kenya, we are used to mediocrity. We have gotten used to mediocrity to an extent that the mediocrity has become part of us. So when somebody comes up to do something different from the way we know it,
we start fighting them.
We will fight him. And let me tell you
Alan, thank you very much. 0719-012-600. We're discussing Sonko City.
You know, one of the things that I have waited to hear but haven't heard is people discounting Sonko's claim about his development record. I have heard him being criticized about many things, but I have not heard even his...
How can you criticize what you don't see, City? I mean, people are saying we don't see development.
No. Which people? This was a group of MPs. He asked, he did say, has a survey been done? I really liked his response. I think he managed to mitigate those questions very well. He said, has a survey been done? If anything, I've just been rewarded Best Mashujaa, or there was some award that he's received. As to who organized those awards and who's funding them, I don't know. But he countered that very well. If anything, we're to go by anything anything. I've just received an award.
And
It's very easy for this caucus of
Nairobi is
MPs.
no longer as prone to bribery as
The EACC, absolutely. It's I think towards the bottom in terms of corruption, having come from, I think it was